You're now listening to the Something Good Podcast Network. Please press any key to continue.
A new chapter this morning in the battle against Ebola.
Nickelback are back. The multi-platinum band has just announced a new album and a North American summer.
Until you see the flaming butthole, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Something good for ya.
All right, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Something Good For You podcast, where the two of us sift through the bullshit to try to find a little something good to give you. I'm one of your two co-hosts, Alex Stiff, and sitting with me is the one and only Dave Weimer.
What up?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at the Zoom round table. I've got my messy desk around me. I've got something here, and I'm curious. I'm not there's multiple ways I can kind of lead into this because one leads into the other. I guess what I'll first go off with, that way is kind of housekeeping shit out of the way. If you go to the link in this episode description, if you like free shipping and cheap stickers, if you log in over there, by the time this episode comes out, hopefully by that following week, I'll be getting them sent out. I'll be having sticker packs up for everyone, and there'll only be a buck a sticker. I think it's a 6-pack of stickers. You'll get a Something Good For You sticker along with a network sticker. I don't think I've got those over here, but it'll be a sticker for each show. This Fucking Guy, Couch Potatoes, A History We Forgot, and Cryptic Conspiracy Cult. So
it's just a 6-pack? I can't buy one. I have to buy the whole pack. Is that how you're?
I'm gonna send you one.
No, I'm asking how you're merching it. That's because you said a buck a sticker, and then you said
it's got to be worth my time.
Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
And I'm not gonna, be charging folks $2 and $3 for a sticker or shipping, because that can go in an envelope. So it's like, if you want a sticker, shoot me $6. That'll cover postage, sticker, or postage, an envelope, and 6 stickers. That feels like a reasonable deal to me. And then that way, if folks order some other stuff, maybe I'll be able to toss in a couple network specific stickers down the line and other things. Plus, I gotta have plenty to throw up around town and hand off to the respective shows as well.
Exactly. And $1 a sticker is pretty good price these days. I think I bought one for like $15,000 the other day, so that's a deal, guys. And not sponsored, although I wish we could be, but they get like 1 million clients. They're not going to fucking sponsor us. Of course, I'm getting all these through Sticker Mule because I also got like some Fiend Media Club stickers made up as well. Oh, cool.
Probably get some Where's Doolie ones for shits and giggles. But if you order a certain amount, you get the mule sauce.
Oh.
It's their hot sauce. So Sticker Mule has their own hot sauce. And I was going to ask, when you were doing Cult of Dave things, did you order from Sticker Mule, and have you tried the mule sauce?
No, I don't remember Sticker Mule at all.
Yeah, like I said, not sponsored, so I'm not trying to blow them up too much, but I mean, really good shit. I mean, it's all printed on vinyl. It's got the UV protection on the outside. A few of my friends have been using Sticker Mule for a while, and I just kind of let it fly under the radar. And then Russ Ward, actually from Mad Brother Ward, he had some stickers made, and they're from Sticker Mule, and Chris Morrison put one on the back of his phone, just kind of as a test. And it lasted way longer than we were expecting. Like, he peeled it off and eventually put something else on. Like, it wouldn't come off. Like, it was really nice on there. Yeah. So
have you had their hot sauce?
I have not had their hot sauce. So I was kind of wondering what you thought on it, and if you haven't had it yet,
I'd love to try some.
I might include you a bottle of mule sauce in with your little care package of stickers and maybe a couple other things. But we're definitely going to be trying this as some video content.
Ah, cool.
You're not on Facebook much now, are you?
No, I'm not on anything really. I mean, every once in a while I'll get bored and go, I wonder what's happening here, and it's like, oh shit, there's too much there. Like and go.
Well, I have, for the first time in the network's history, I've handed off partial admin duties to somebody. So I've had Dante from the This Fucking Guy show helping me run the Facebook, and he's created a monster or I've created a monster that I'm not sure that I like, and I think we're gonna have to punish him by using Chris Morrison.
Oh yeah.
If you go,
talking about it, yeah.
If you go on our Something Good Network Facebook page, this man has flooded our feed with nasty food crimes. Like,
I saw the fucking Twinkie baked bean thing. Good. Yeah.
Man, Twinkies with
I enjoyed the
beans in
post
them.
though because it was gross looking. It was like, yeah, I saw that. Okay.
He's been posting that tuna loops, which is those tuna in a packet or tuna in a can mixed with Fruit Loops. And every so often he hits with a good one. Like for some reason he posted potato chips, honey, and peanut butter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that just sounds like an awesome sandwich. That's not a problem. So it's I feel like the way we have to punish him though is by getting Chris, who is a really good cook, to just make these abominations, sit him down in front of a camera, tie him down if we have to, and make him eat these abominations. Because every single time he's posting them, he's just like, I'd smash the fuck out of this. I'd eat the hell out of that. I'm just like,
that's good.
You're a trash human, so let's really put that to the test then.
Make it a segment on this fucking show.
I'm thinking it would be its own show. Cooking crap with Chris Morrison.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd have to do it all the fucking time, dude. That's like pretty time consuming. But segment
special events.
You can always fucking, I would use it as a segment. That way you can fucking, when he cooks something up, that'd be great.
That would be good. But we don't do a video for all of Couch Potatoes. So, I know. Remember the old 50s, 60s, 70s drive-ins? And it had like a trumpet kind of background noise, and it had like the different colored lights kind of going into a circle, and it said like special presentation, like the
You're talking on the screen?
Yeah,
okay.
We'll just put that at the very beginning so folks know it's not an ongoing.
Yeah, that's funny. I miss those old drive-ins. We used to have one, and there's these railroad tracks above it, right? So it was like the drive-in was here, and there's a hill, and then the railroad track, and then it went up back up a hill, and then I lived up by the hill. But you couldn't, where I lived, you could not see the movie theater. But
what a jip!
I know, but whenever we were going home, though, we always passed it, and you could always see what was playing. And back then, they played rated R shit too. And so, I mean,
big old boobies on the screen as you're driving by.
Yeah, sometimes it was great, dude. I loved it. But when we were like in high school, I think it was probably high school, we used to get water balloons and fill them up with water, mayonnaise, and syrup and shit, and just get them. And we made these things called funnelators, right? Where it's like the surgical tubing and a funnel. So you drill 2 holes in the funnel, and then you tie surgical tubing, which is like really stretchy, like industrial rubber band. And you have 2 guys holding each one of them, and you put the water fucking disgusting balloon in the funnelator, we called it, and you'd pull it back and boom, and so these people are watching movies, also boom, they just get doused with fucking,
babe. I love you too.
Ketchup, water, mayonnaise, mustard, weird. And then it was on the railroad tracks too, so we never drove there, because we just fucking walked there. And then when the police had to drive down, because there's an access road but it's just gravel. It's just for, maintenance and stuff. No one's allowed to drive it. Mm-hmm. So if the cops are coming, they had to drive down there, and we go, here they come. And then we'd stay till the last minute. They never got smart enough back then to just walk up. We would have never seen them coming, and we would have got busted every time. But now,
man, the thing is, it's like I hear stories like that, and I think back at like my childhood, and it's just like, outside of like running around the woods, playing swords or Star Wars or with sticks and shit, none of me and my friends ever got into any of that kind of crap. So I ever wonder if like I missed out on some shit by not doing that.
I don't know. I think it's like, how we all started as Neanderthals,
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's kind of, it's just the progression. You know, it's like, you know, I'm way in a generation before yours, right? So, you know, you just progressed out of that, I think. You know, because they were doing some stupid fucking shit, you know. Like you watch. Because
I was gonna say we were definitely playing outside, so it wasn't even the case of like the current kids that are, you know, stuck inside majority. I mean, I was forced outside.
you just weren't compelled to fucking fuck with other humans like that, and kind of almost on the verge of vandalism. You know, really.
Well, where did you live during that time?
Kirkland, Washington.
So that had an okay amount of population.
Well, yeah. I mean. Yeah, it's right. It's a suburb of Seattle. It's on the other side of Lake Washington.
I think that was also the major difference. I grew up in Gaffney, South Carolina, and I don't know the population there. However, the majority of my life, I had 5 neighbors within walking distance, and one of them was my grandmother. And the other one was the girl I went to school with. That was a goody-goody Baptist two shoes. So I also kind of didn't have like a neighborhood of kids to like get in trouble with. Yeah, and then by the time I had my group of kids to get in trouble with, it was more like, let's go get some beers rather than let's go vandalize something.
Yeah, I'm sure my graduating class was like 300 people, close to that, you know. But so
I wouldn't know what my graduating class was. My graduating class was me.
Was you?
That was me. That was it.
You're the only one.
The cat.
You're the only one that went to school.
Homeschool, baby.
Oh, you're homeschooled. All right. Oh,
for the last part, I was homeschooled from about like
that clears up a lot, Alex.
7th grade on. Yeah. Middle school was not for this tub of lard. I was overweight. Not getting along with people.
You were overweight?
Dude, I was a fat fuck. I was a fat fuck.
It's funny how the world works like that, because I was fucking like incredibly fucking scrawny, dude. I mean, I was like $135 when I was 21.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I was fucking skinny as fuck, dude. I remember when I got 165, I'm like, yeah, I was working one summer, you know, loading roofs, you know, so we're running with these asphalt shingles and putting them on a conveyor belt. Oh, and, you know, it was a good workout. And I got up to 165. I'm like, yeah, fuck.
If I had the money to put into it, like for the diet to go along with it, if I hardcore went to the gym, I could get like some definition and shit. Ever since I was like, cause I fluctuated hard. I was fat as fuck as a kid. Like as comparison, I think it was 3rd or 4th grade, and I was in a size 34 men's jean.
That's what I wear now.
Yeah, so imagine your waist size on a 3rd grader. I was a fat fuck. It works for you because of your size and definition, not on a little kid.
Yeah. Well, I'm 6'1" too, so.
Yeah. So that didn't work. So me and my mom and I, proper grammar, we did the low carb diet for a while. No sugar, no wheat, no starches, high protein, high vegetable diet. And the pounds just fucking fell off of us. And there for a while, like throughout my mid and early teens, string bean motherfucker. I mean, and we started going to the gym. I started getting abs and arms. I mean, I was like those scrawny motherfuckers you would see around that time. And then just over that time period, we quit going to the gym, quit paying for it, and then I moved down on my own. Between 15 to 18.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, you went from fat as a young kid to skinny as a young kid.
Yep, exactly.
You got to experience both as a kid. So
yep, and then I moved down on my own. Of course, diet went to hell because, you know, bills and priority.
Did you get fat again? Did you get fat again?
Dude, I did. I gained it. I got fat as a motherfucker, but I was also in a very like unhappy relationship. And I think that also played a lot into it. So pair the unhappiness with eating a lot. And the job I even had was a desk job. So I was like sitting behind a computer the entire time. I was not getting up. It's like every desk job I've had since then, there's been a lot more getting up, walking, doing things. Not at this place. It was as soon as I clocked in to the point I clocked out, it was ass in the chair.
Were you ever fat as in the band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early on. The Hipster Killer. The beginning of the Hipster Killers era.
That's one of my favorite logos, though, with the Pabst Blue Ribbon and the black. Didn't you tie in Black Flag with that too? Or am I thinking of something different?
You're thinking correctly, but differently at the same time. So the graphic that you're thinking of, the Hipster Killers, that was the Black Flag logo with the PBR cans.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah,
that was around before the song, the album, or that lineup. That was just an idea that me and my buddy Davey Dirt had. We were just annoyed about, because we were hanging out in this neighborhood called Noda, North Davidson. If you're a South Park fan, I really, really believe they were inspired to make Soda Sopa off of our town. But we were hanging out in Soda Sopa, and everywhere you looked, it was motherfucking hipsters. And it not just like, oh, it must be a hipster. No. Like unicycle wear, like riding, twirly mustached, beanie hipster motherfuckers. And we dubbed ourselves the Hipster Killers because we were just talking shit, being like, you know, oh, I'd slit his throat. Oh, I'd hang him. You know, oh, I'd trip him, make him fall down a well. You know, just stupid bullshit under our breaths, just making each other laugh. And we called ourselves the Hipster Killers. So I screen printed up shirts and, you know, kind of made it a movement. And then eventually trying to write songs that popped in my head.
You were a gang, Alex.
Yeah, no, we were a gang for a minute. A non-violent gang. A non-violent gang.
It's fucking great, though. The Hipster Killers. What?
Not you, not Dave. Anyone listening, a non-violent.
You're not. Yeah, I know. You're not violent. You just talk violent. You'll run. Exactly. I know you. You'll run.
the hipster will beat me up in no time. But yeah, Fat Alex was definitely around early Hipster Killers era and heading into Fifth Time's the Charm. By the time we were starting to do The Time Is Now, I had already started losing that weight again because I'd gotten out of that job and started eating a little better, started, you know, being a little bit more active, and I kind of fluctuate here and there. I feel a little bit more than I need to now, but I'll blame the holidays over that. I'll be trim and fit and ready to rock by spring.
You're fucking skinny as fuck, dude. Hey,
come on, man, you gotta watch that double chin though.
Going back,
can't hide behind a beard.
Yeah, going back to the hipsters thing though. What kind of were your hipsters like down in fucking Texas? They all look like fucking loggers, but well groomed, like skinny, well groomed loggers. You know,
every last one of them. Okay, every last one of them. The flannels with the beard, with the twirly mustache, with the beanies and the
completely trimmed beard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, folks that have followed for a while.
And flannels. That are two sizes too small.
You're kind of describing me there for a few years. Easy.
Don't kill yourself, Alex.
If I hadn't done it now, I won't do it. So folks can rest assured. No,
until that depression really sits in, kids.
I've often made the joke, though it's not that much of a joke. It's more of an affirmation, which is I can't kill myself because if I kill myself, they win. Who are they? I don't fucking know. Okay, don't ask me that kind of question when I'm trying to talk myself off the ledge. I just know that they will win, and they can't win.
They are you.
Exactly. No, they are everyone else. They are the tour managers of Weezer.
You've already lost like 3 years of your life just thinking about that, dude.
You see these lines.
Why do you put yourself through that shit, dude?
These are laugh marks.
Yeah. All right, that's cool.
And actually, I didn't. You'd be proud of me. I didn't argue or fight with anyone this week on Facebook. However,
good for you.
However, I did see one that made me roll my eyes. So I want to get your opinion on this. So, Are you aware of the Ubisoft Sony deal right now with the games downloaded or movies downloaded?
No, but when you're talking about movies and downloading, it draws my attention.
Okay, so
I'm not a big gamer. I mean, I'll play a couple on my phone, but really boring shit, you know.
Yeah, so let's say through your so let's say on your PlayStation, you decide that you're going to purchase, okay, not rent, not use your PlayStation Live subscription to access a channel. You use the PlayStation Network, you key in your credit card information, and you click the word buy, okay? Mm-hmm. As if you're buying a movie on iTunes or Amazon. Mm-hmm. You hit buy.
Or Vudu, or yeah, you know.
It downloads to your system. You're watching that movie, you're watching that TV show. Sony, Ubisoft, Microsoft, and a few others that are connected in this whole thing are now going to be revoking access to certain movies and games that they no longer have the rights to.
Well, if you don't have the rights to it, I don't see how they can make money off of them.
But they're not continuing to make money. You've already purchased it.
You already bought it, and then they fucking sold the shit. Well, whoever bought the company, you need to. I mean, they should at least allow a grandfather clause there. But that's not Sony. That's whoever bought from them, right? So,
well, that's not even necessarily a who bought from them. That's going to be an anyone that bought from them. So, for instance, like I forget one of them. I think it's like Lost was one of the shows or whatever. Mm-hmm. If you purchased every season of Lost through the PlayStation Network,
it's now lost.
Yeah, after a certain time period, you will no longer have access to the content that you purchased.
I don't agree with that. I get it that they don't own it and they can't give it to you anymore.
It. Yes, they can't offer it anymore for sale, but that shouldn't change what I spent money on that word buy. This is the argument I saw play out.
Yeah.
It's
because the company that's buying that isn't letting them have that information to let you have.
Well, so it's also kind of a sticky situation on that one. So, like, for instance, through the PlayStation Network, you don't have, that's not connected to a separate system. So that would be strictly through their network. So if someone purchased the rights or Sony let the rights of a certain show or movie or game lapse, they're not allowed legally to even have that on their servers anymore. So it wouldn't really matter who purchased it or how it would go down, I don't think. It's just the fact that, that no one could offer access to it after it's purchased.
I don't know.
So the argument I saw, though...
A lot of lawyers you got to get for that one.
So the argument I saw, so it's turned into a meme. It's like, it'll take the headline of that, and it's got like underneath it, it was like, if purchase is not... if purchase isn't ownership, then then piracy isn't theft. And someone commented, they're like, well, that's a false equivalency. Someone can take away the license for you to view your media at any point in time. Here's my argument to that. What
if you get refunded?
Here's my argument to it, and I think this speaks to a greater thing. And I did jump in on this one, and he was just like, rah, 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 and I just didn't get into it. So I'm like, okay, never mind. And that's why I said I didn't argue. I spoke my piece. He went, rah, 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 and I went, never mind. But here's my argument. I can walk right over there to my bookshelf, pull off a Nintendo 64 cartridge. It does not matter if Apple buys Nintendo. No one can go into my house and revoke my license to use this cartridge, or let me put the cartridge over here, this DVD of Batman Begins, okay? Yeah. No one can revoke my license to watch this because I have it on a disc. Now, I can't do anything with it. I can't make my own copies for free or sell it. You're right, there is license agreements with this purchase. I'm not planning on doing that, so they're not going to come in and take my shit away. If I'm a good boy, you shouldn't be able to take it away. Why are you taking away this purchase? I almost put down my imaginary disc.
Yeah.
It felt so real for a second. I almost felt like I had to put it down.
No, when you're making a point, I get it, dude. You probably did actually physically see it in your hand when you were saying it. But yeah, no, I remember fucking working at Costco because we were big DVD. We'd get these fucking end caps of DVD. You know, I can't remember what they called them, but they'd come in and you just strip them down. They had the whole fucking like a movie poster around them and shit, and you put them out. I remember when that came, when it turned into like this, just a piece of cardboard with a something to type in to get it, you know, and that was like you could watch it, you could stream it like 2 weeks before you could buy the physical copy.
Yep.
And we were like, oh my God, we're not going to sell DVDs no more. They're going away. This all going to be fucking, you know.
Well, this year was the first year Best Buy's not selling CDs or DVDs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to kind of bring it to attention, because Chris and I talked about some on the couch potatoes, but more or less in the game and movie realm. But the thing is especially in a music realm, that's coming.
Yeah.
Right now, it's centralized.
Well, I mean,
music was
formats like Spotify are great though, where you can. I mean, and I know there's a lot of political bullshit behind that, but I really enjoy having a service that I can pay for and have unlimited music. You know,
and you know what? Where we are right now is where the streaming services were about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Replace that word Spotify.
18 to 15.
Replace Spotify with Netflix. Oh, I'm so happy to pay my $8 a month to Netflix and have all the TV shows and all the movies I want. That we are in a very odd market right now, where with music, the standard is you release it on every platform. You don't fuck up by not releasing it on Apple when you release it on Pandora. You know, you put it out everywhere. Movies and games are not like that. It's very much you have to have our system or you have to have our app. Do you think that could change, seeing the way everything is going now?
Yeah.
Where there's going to be your punk rock music service. There's going to be your classic rock music service, your rap music service.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there probably already is if you really look into it. I'm sure there's like formats that are just generated for one fucking thing. I don't have the energy to go search for shit though. That's why, you know, this is what I think is going to happen first though. You're just going to see the rate rise big time, you know, because I mean, Spotify is not like a Netflix, because I can't watch every fucking thing I want to. That's more like a YouTube where you go in and you just there it is, or Amazon's pretty close. There's a lot of fucking shit that Amazon pulls up, but you still can't get everything, and you can't get everything with Spotify either. You know,
it's real hard for me to find something I can't get. Like if I can't get it on Spotify, it's probably because it's just not released digitally,
or the artist hasn't. Yeah, it's not exactly.
Yeah, like it just doesn't have a digital footprint if it's not on Spotify. Like if it's not on Apple Music, there's a chance it might still be on Spotify.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
So yeah, I dread the day that changes.
It's going to probably change though. But everything does, but and
I'll tell you this right now: as soon as they get a podcast app strictly for podcasts, you bet your sexy ass we're gonna be on that thing lickety split.
Oh, that's good. I got to keep on shaking my hand. It's really hurts. So
what happened?
Oh, dude, it's been going on for like 3 years. That's why.
Well, yeah. So it's just the cold.
Yeah, that's probably the cold, but I mean, I'm way past surgery time, so, but I can't get a surgery yet, so.
Put in some, come on, put in some more time over to the Costco or the Sam's Club.
I just gotta put in more time at the doctor's office and get, they gotta clear me with, because I had that heart thing, so now I gotta go see these guys so they can clear. And dude, that takes time. I gotta drive there, it's
and I'm not helping with that heart thing.
Yeah. You don't bother me, Alex. I'm a salt over the shoulder guy, in one ear, out the other, It's like, whatever.
Well, speaking of,
I know who's right.
I do too. That's why I get passionate about things. You were joking.
Stop getting so passionate.
I can't help it.
I know, but dude, every time you're wrong and you get passionate like that, it's gonna fucking just be a hassle, bro.
Save yourself, damn it. You were mentioning that you might have a game ready for us.
Oh yeah, I do. Well, I got a game idea.
A game idea.
Right. Yeah, let me go take a piss, have a cigarette, and I'll tell you my game idea. All right.
All right.
We can do a little sample and see if it's something that you think that, cause I can like fake it for, a little bit.
All right. So in lieu of an intro for the game show, it'll be your piss break music. We'll come back from the piss break music.
Well, we'll talk about it. I mean, cause there could be a game show fucking theme too. I don't know. I don't even really have a name for it, so we can talk about that. But there's rules and shit. That's why, it's like I want you on board with how it's going to work. So, you
can just lay it on me. I'll just play along.
Okay, sounds good. Well, that sounds good. For the first thing on the game is I have to take a pee on you, so
well, we can't show that. So
no, but do you have plastic sheets?
Yeah, I do.
I knew it. All right. I'm not going to pee on you. I'm going to pee outside because it's dark. All right.
It's a little too cold for you to do that, isn't it? Don't piss on yourself.
It's better than walking upstairs, dude. But I can't smoke I don't smoke in the house, so I got to smoke and pee. Hope I don't pee on my cigarette. That's happened before.
Then will Dave pissed in a cup?
Mm-hmm. Over ice. With rum.
All right. Well, Dave's feeling nice and refreshed. His bladder is empty, and now his tummy's getting filled. Now he's... Oh, shit. Now he's stripping. Fuck.
Yeah. I don't want to overheat. I'm dressed like winter down here. It's cold in fucking central New York, motherfucker.
Well, I'm sure. How much snow have you guys gotten?
We haven't really gotten that much snow. I think we got like 8 the other day, 8 inches.
We hadn't gotten much, like 8 inches.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's down to like 4 now, but because the sun came out and shit. But
is that what happens?
Yeah, one time we'll get like 1.5 foot overnight. Sometimes it's like crazy. But
and see, and that's why when you were like 8 feet, not that much. That's why I'm like
8 inches, that's a lot. Not 8 feet. And it depends on where that 8 inches is. That could be a lot.
Well. Well, I'm sure the roads and everything have been fine. Ours have been... Everything you've been getting precipitation-wise, we got as rain and thunderstorms like last week or the week before.
Oh, yeah.
So I watched it travel.
How far are you from Maryland?
I mean, if my phone wasn't being used as a camera and my computer being used to record this, I could actually look it up. But I have no idea.
But, I mean... Like, you've never been there, right? Or have you?
Maybe once?
Is it like 6 hours, maybe? Or
longer than that.
Oh, okay, longer than that. Okay, so you're a little bit farther south.
Yeah, I mean, I know I went to Baltimore. I'd say closer to... I had to really pinpoint being in Baltimore I remember going to there from Nashville.
Ooh,
From
that's
here,
seems like a drive.
Well, that Nashville's closer than Charlotte.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How far is it to Nashville from you?
It's about probably a 3.5, 4, 5 hour drive.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like going like that to Nashville, and then it would be kind of, yeah, I mean, yeah, you are kind of angling it some. You probably could cut out an hour or two going straight from Charlotte up, but I mean, maybe not by much. I mean, it would probably, if you took everything the right way, between 9 to 10 hours.
We need to invent a 2-dimensional doorway where you just set a destination on one side, you set a destination here, and you cross that border and you're there.
Well,
instant time travel.
I don't know what your guys' news have been showing, but ours on our end has been looking pretty promising. Have you seen those plans of that light rail to connect all of the East Coast?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. So things seem to be progressing and getting the thumbs up on our end. So hopefully Charlotte to Atlanta is supposed to be built pretty soon. And then I think they're going to just kind of slowly start pushing it out and expanding it out from there.
Yeah.
So who knows, Dave? In another 10 years, I might have a fast and easy way to get to you. If I hadn't made it rich and famous and can afford to just go with a whim.
As long as that light rail is supersonic speed...
You know, look, I don't mind, man. I'll travel a few hours to see you. You're worth that.
No, dude, in Japan, those trains, my buddy just got back from there. He's like, dude, it's not like this planet.
So it genuinely is that fast.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, they're like, what was that one movie where Tom Cruise was hanging off of one? Was it Mission Impossible? It must have been a Mission Impossible.
Had to have been.
Yeah.
So where else does he act like a maniac?
You know, he's like, his face is like...
I've always wanted to go to Japan. That would be a lot of fun.
I had friends that went in the 90s, and they were in a band called The East and the West. And we were supposed to go with them, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't, you know, because it was like a 6-month thing that you had to go commit. But, dude, you got paid out the fucking ass. You got.
Oh yeah, the conversion rate is amazing.
The only problem is it was like this program thing where they were bringing these Seattle bands over and stuff. Just couldn't take it back with you, you know. It's
interesting.
Like, yeah, you got your way paid, you got your way back. While you were there for that 6 months, you were like a millionaire though. Everything was fucking free basically.
But you could at least buy shit to bring it back.
No, they would not let you. The whole fucking deal was you were going to live like this, and you could not bring anything back. I don't know.
It had to be part of that thing you guys were doing.
Yeah, it had. Yeah, I'm sure it was a total like some promoter over there. I never really was involved with it at all.
Yeah,
but they were going to bring us over. They were bringing. And they did bring the East and the West over. East and the West wanted us to come over. I know a few of us were really tight with the East and the West. I didn't know those guys very much, you know, because I always do my own thing, dude. So, but it was like, well, fuck, you know, let's do it, you know, for 6 months and blah blah blah, you know. So I might be wrong on some of the stuff, but
yeah, because the only reason I think that
when they came back, they couldn't, they had to leave it all over there. They did have to, I mean, because they didn't bring any of their instruments or anything. They just flew themselves over there. They got to play whatever they fucking wanted to play. They were, they were like the Beatles almost every fucking night, dude. It was
so if they like bought trinkets, so if they bought like a DVD set, they couldn't bring that back?
I don't know. I don't know
that's the part I was trying to figure out, because
probably a dollar value or something. You couldn't like fucking, you know, buy cars and bring them back or send them back or something, right? Because they could do whatever they didn't even have to have cars. Everybody drove them everywhere.
Yeah, because the reason I'm thinking that is there's a podcaster I listen to, Jeff Frummis, and he interviews a whole lot of insulary Misfits people, and he's got a series on called Tank Talks, and it's episode 4, and it's like 3 and 4 hour long episodes with one of the road managers of the Michael Graves era Misfits, and he was talking about one of their trips to Japan and what he did to supplement his income when they weren't on the road is the handful of times they went to Japan, he would go to all those anime and manga shops, buy up books, buy up collectibles at dirt. He said that retail in Japan was cheaper than wholesale in the US. Wow. That he would just go through and just buy up a bunch of shit, buy a brand new briefcase, stuff it all in there, and just take it back. And he goes, and after his money dried up from the road, he goes, he'd start putting that shit up on eBay, and that would supplement his income till the next string of shows hit.
Interesting.
And that's why I was like, well, damn, they didn't bring anything back. That sucks. They didn't get to. I was like, that had to have been part of the program they were doing. Whereas I'm sure the Misfits tour was just, hey, find me a booking agent in Japan and let's do this.
Yeah, because I always wondered, why can't you just fucking mail shit? You know? It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
How do they know? You don't have armed guard next to you, you know? You just go.
It's Japan, they know.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Well, what's your game idea, man?
Well, the idea is to take an iconic album, right? You don't know what album it is. I pick an album, or 3. You know, probably do it like in a series of 3, right? But the thing is you have to guess what album it is. And the only hints you're getting are listening to the lyrics read from the songs on the album.
Oh, I'm gonna feel like such an idiot playing this game because I feel like after you, like, I'm not gonna be able to figure out what they are, and then once you tell me, I'm just like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to happen too. I gave Tommy, you know who Tommy Lincoln is, right? Yeah, he's does the Tell Him Steve Dave account. He's got a company in Syracuse here called Stay Fresh, where, I mean, he does everybody. I mean, you can come to Syracuse, man, you're going to see Tommy's logos on all the fucking businesses.
That's awesome.
He basically owns the town. It's pretty fucking amazing.
That's really cool. Good on Tom.
It's great what he's done here, dude. It's amazing.
That shit makes me smile. I love that.
Yeah, it makes me smile too because he's a good friend. And he gets me work whenever possible. If I can do it. Working at Costco full time is really hard to get out to. It's hard to fucking just pod, dude.
Well, I mean, if he wants to, throw the Something Good Network a shout out on the Tell Him Steve Dave Network, mad about that. Be like, oh, my buddy Dave's got this other show with this knucklehead.
That ain't gonna happen.
I know. Dude, I can at least put it out in the ether.
I fucking made Tell Him Steve Dave sound good, and they never posted anything about anything I've ever done. So, let alone my name.
when the statute of limitations are up, we're gonna have an awesome show.
Anyway, yeah, whatever. Those guys are great.
Awesome.
Love Tommy Lincoln though. Absolutely.
Oh yes.
But so, all right. I'm thinking maybe throwing some lifelines too, like
okay.
We'll see. And I would do a point thing, but really you're only playing yourself. So what's the point of points?
Well, we'll get some guests at some point. I want to get a few guests on.
So we can work this thing out, but that's the thing. Iconic album, fucking, you got to fucking try to figure it out, through the lyrics. And then I try to make them easier as they go. The first ones are going to be a little hard. Tommy got it the first time, though. I was like, fuck. But he couldn't name the album. And that's what you have to, the whole thing is you got to name the album.
Now, is now iconic, as in, yes, clearly it's iconic, but are you picking like iconic Bee Gees albums or like iconic,
it could be if that album
Skinner,
if that album fucking flew them over the,
okay,
I mean,
all right, so those are the chances I'm going to be looking like an idiot.
Remember VH1
Classic albums.
Yeah, dude, I love that fucking show.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I remember the Nirvana episode, and I remember the Kiss episode, and the Jimi Hendrix one, and the Ozzy one.
and the fucking Wings one, Band on the Run, was fucking great. Where he was with Paul McCartney. Yeah, that was.
I want to rewatch
really
that
too. There's a bunch of them that are great. There's a Black Sabbath one. I love that show, dude.
I'm sure it's on YouTube at this point.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
All right, time for me to look like an idiot.
So, name-wise, though, I didn't know what to name it. I'm thinking, because it's an iconic album, I'm thinking, Icon, can you? Because you had to guess it, you know? It's like, dum, 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 Icon, can you?
Please make it. Please make the intro. I want that.
This just popped up in my head right now. But you know what I'm talking about? It's like it could be. You could do something really cool with that. If we can come up with a better name, that's the first.
I like that. I like the goofiness. I like how it's on the spot.
Yeah.
Please make me some audio. I know you probably won't have it by the time this comes out, but by the next time we play this, please make me some audio for that. That would be awesome.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
But I thought it was
Icon. Can you?
So iconic album. All right.
I'm
going to read you some lyrics, and if you can't get it, we'll see. I mean, we're not going to go do this forever, so and if you can't get it, we'll throw you a lifeline, and
for posterity,
helps at all.
And for posterity, again, I've no iPads in front of me. Again, the phone is being used as a camera, and I've got my computer here. You can hear typing. I'm not going to cheat.
Well, it's kind of hard to cheat, I think, actually, to be honest with you. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's algorithms.
I mean, if I'm typing in really fast.
Oh yeah, I got you.
If I type in those lyrics really fast and then hit search, it'll immediately tell me the artist and album.
All right, so we're looking for an iconic album. Ready?
Ready.
You wake up lost in an empty town, wondering why no one else is around. You look up and see a giant boy. You've just become his brand new toy. No escape, no place to hide. Here where time and space collide. Those are great lyrics, dude.
They are.
They are.
In one of those lines, I know you were saying it completely straight, but I could still hear a melody on top of it. Fuck. Okay, give me the next one.
Okay, so we'll go do the next one, and then we'll do a lifeline. All right?
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought I could get all three, and then I had to guess. I thought that's how it was.
No, if you can guess, as soon as you can guess, man, it's like more points. That was worth 100 points. Okay, now you're going for 50.
Gotcha.
You missed it. Went down in half.
Well, yeah, that's where the point system can still go into play. Is we'll keep a running tally, see if my points ever get better per episode. All right, what's the next one?
See how it sings like a sad heart and joyously screams out its pain. Sounds that build high like a mountain, or notes that fall gently like rain.
The fuck is this?
So these are each two. That's a different song.
It's a different song,
on
right?
The same iconic album.
Okay, repeat that. Can you repeat them?
Yeah.
Is that allowed? Okay.
Yeah,
just repeat the second one for me.
There are no rules yet. So.
Okay.
What was it? Let me see if I can find it again. There it is. See how it sings like a sad heart and joyously screams out its pain. Sounds that build high like a mountain, or notes that fall gently like rain.
I'm going to take a stab in the dark for the artist.
Okay, but I cannot concur or agree with the artist.
So you can't. Motherfucker.
It's the album. It's the album. But
okay, well,
in my pea brain, this is their only main iconic album. I can't place any of these songs, but due to the lyric writing and everything else, I'm going to have to say Rumors, Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, that's a good guess, but it's not correct.
Okay. Like I said, I'm none of these songs are ringing a bell yet, but that felt like that kind of songwriting.
Do you want a life? Oh, next song and then the lifeline, or next lyric and then the lifeline. Which, if that's what you were gonna pick, I don't think the lifeline is gonna help you. But all right. Wreathed in smoke in Lebanon. Sorry. We burn the midnight oil. The fragrance of Afghanistan rewards a long day's toil. Little weed reference there, I would assume.
That made it even worse for me because now I am having a problem. Wait. Okay. I'm not confident on this at all, and I feel like a goober. No, fuck. I just thought of a second band that it could be too. Shit. Because, again, none of these lyrics are ringing a bell. I'll say that straight up. None of these songs are hitting. I'm having to use context clues and everything else. I know you said I could have a lifeline. However, can I just ask one question as my lifeline, and I promise it won't be a detailed one?
Yes.
Is it modern, as in my brain saying modern, okay? Modern as in 90s forward, or more retro 70s back? That's not very specific.
The album would be retro. The band is both.
Okay. All right.
The band went on through ever. The album, I'll give you the lifeline, as the album was recorded in 1976. So that answers your question on the album. Is it retro or is it not?
Yeah, I would consider that retro. I don't think that might cut out one band I was thinking. I was thinking maybe a little earlier. I don't feel confident in this. I know everyone's yelling at me because of what I'm about to say. However, I'm gonna have to go with. Fuck, I can't even think of the album, but it's the black and purple cover from Black Sabbath.
No.
Okay, and then my only other guess.
There is black and purple in the colors of the album. There is black in it, and
is it
there
deep
is
purple?
the color purple. No. That's not the color of the album, though.
I know.
Both those colors do exist in the album cover.
Yeah, I mean, really, this doesn't line up to the other hint you gave me, but the only other guess I was going to have was a Led Zeppelin record.
No, I'm going to read you some more lyrics and see if you can go. Okay.
Okay.
That was just the first three. All right.
Okay. Now
I'm going to start doing a little more flexion of the song.
Well, let me ask you: have you hit? Since you said it was an iconic record, have you hit on the major hit yet?
Oh yeah.
You did. You read the lyrics of the major hit on the record.
Yeah, two times I did. Yeah.
Ooh, damn. Okay. Yeah. Fuck.
Okay, Ray?
Yeah.
I'll give you another hint, too. There weren't a lot of major hits on this album.
Okay.
Now, do you want to know where it fell in the Billboard Top 100?
Yeah, sure.
60.
Oh. See, okay.
Which I would love to have a fucking Top 100. I would love to have an album make the Top 100. 60 is pretty fucking good. Everything in the Top 100 is great, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, you did your job. You know, and I'm not saying they're good. Yeah, dude, listen to the top 100. Everything's great. No, but
so many people were just like, click.
As a musician, you did your job. You know,
Yes,
I mean,
that is correct.
You know,
that is correct.
And you did it well.
Or the payola did well.
Yeah, you got Employee of the Month, bitch. Don't annoy us further. We have our work to do. Just think about the average and what use they have for you.
Really feel like I'm gonna feel like such an idiot after this. And you're sure this is a record I've like listened to?
I don't know. It's an iconic band, though. I mean, you're a musician. I'm sure you've listened to it. I don't think it's a band you dig, though. I really don't, to be honest with you. That's another hint. But I mean, I don't know your collection of music, but I mean, when I think of an iconic band, it's what makes them iconic. It's not just fucking making money. It's it's known. I mean, you talk to musicians, they know, every player in this band should be a household name. At least two of them should be, right? They're iconic.
Okay, final major guess. Oh, that's probably the wrong time period. Fuck. I don't know. Santana.
No, but Santana's in the same time period.
Okay. I was just trying to think of something else that was kind of legendary. Maybe didn't hit too high on the charts, however, was still progressed forward. Not necessarily my cup of tea, however, is worth its due.
Yeah. Okay, here's the last one, right? And granted, I haven't said the name of the songs in any of the... I'm grabbing lyrics.
Yeah, that's fine. I assume so.
From it, but I mean, it's like... If you... I mean, and you obviously don't know the songs, but... I mean, when you hear the album, I'm sure you'll be like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, son of a bitch.
Yes, we know. It's nothing new. It's just a waste of time. We have no need for ancient ways. Our world is doing fine. Another toy to help destroy the elder race of man. Forget about your silly whim. It does not fit the plan. No.
They're definitely... Here's everything I'm piecing together.
You want the chorus? We are the priest of the temples of Syrinx. That's
okay. So this is what I'm gathering. This is what I've gathered so far from all of my context clues. They're not a fuck 'em suck 'em rock and roll band like Kiss or anything like that.
Their whole career started with Kiss. They were like one of the biggest opening bands for Kiss for a long time, and they've credited Kiss for that. They're nothing like Kiss, But they played a lot in the beginning with Kiss and their friends.
Cheap Trick?
Nope, not even close.
I know, that's why I'm just like, what? Because I was, oh fuck, I am a goddamn idiot.
What do you think?
I don't know the name of the record, but I could probably describe what the cover of it looks like. It's Rush.
It is Rush.
It's the one with the owl on the front.
No, it is not.
Oh,
it is 2112 by Rush.
Yeah, as soon as you said, you were like that.
Fly By Night is the one with the owl, not an iconic album. That was her second album.
Okay, but then I was as soon as I thought Rush, and then I heard Black and Red, and I'm just like, oh god damn it. Yeah, I wasn't a big Rush fan, but
no, I know you weren't.
But yeah, that was pointing right in that direction. Yep, I feel like an idiot now because this was the context clues I was going to mention that I had so far. They weren't a fuck 'em suck 'em band like Kiss. They were nerds or very poetic. The poetic bit is what made me feel like it was something like a
Fleetwood Mac was a great guess in the beginning. Yeah, it was a great guess. Tommy got it on that very first fucking thing, dude. It was like, how did you know, dude? It just sounded like, but he didn't say 2112. He didn't get the album. He goes, It sounds like this is what I'll read his text, dude, because he goes, because I was telling him I was doing a game. He goes, hey, lay it on me and see if I can figure it out, you know? And so let me pull it up really quick because it's pretty funny.
No, this is good though. I like this. This definitely.
Folks,
let us know what you think in the Discord and in the comments and all that.
Because he asked me what I was doing, right? And like, not much. I have to come up with a game for a video pod tonight. So he asked me
making it sound like I'm like whipping you, being like, create something.
I don't want to hear you bitching about anything. After the fucking last episode, I'm watching these texts go on like it's all my fault because you can't follow what I'm saying. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so he writes any particular subject, and I write music. So he wrote this, and this sounds good. Listen to this. What about something involving bands where members have other successful side projects?
Ooh,
Name
I like
the side project. Answer has to be the original band. So you take these bands that have all the, you know, that these members have done like different side projects on, and you're naming these, and you got to come up with the original band.
I like that.
That's a good idea. I go,
that's really good. That's really good because like, I can't think of the exact names that come to mind, but there's a few that the side project. Yeah. Well, no, there's a few that the side project got bigger than the original band.
Yeah.
And those are a few that I want to put on my list.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one for you to do and give to me, and I'll like try to guess it.
Excellent. I'm on that. I'm on that.
Okay. So, I wrote, oh, that's good. What I have so far for tonight is iconic albums. I pick an iconic album. I read certain lyrics from the song, the album. They have to guess what the album is. They can use 3 lifelines. I only gave you one to help. Like,
you gave me way more than one, in all fairness.
Like the year the album came out, etc. Well, yes. I didn't think of any others to give you, so I mean, but you gave me questions is a good one to go. I like that one. He goes, "Ooh, give me some lyrics and let's see how I do." So I wrote that first thing on YouTube. It was, I don't know, is it Getty? I feel like I can hear his voice. Isn't that Isn't that cool? And I write, it might be, it might not be. You have to name the album. What's your guess? He goes, the album? Question mark, exclamation mark. Oh, man.
He's like, you're a fucking asshole. Like, well,
oh, but check it out. He goes, I don't know. I don't think I even know any Rush albums. Was it 2012? Was that the one? I went, yep, 2112. He goes, off by 100 years.
Perfect.
The guy's hilarious though, but I mean, fuck it. He don't listen to Rush either, so but
right.
I mean,
well, that's good if you don't listen to Rush. That's awesome.
You got to agree though, it's an iconic album.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I can't hate on that.
What makes an iconic album? What do you think? I mean, because I mean, seriously. In my mind, Flaming Lips in a Priest-Driven Ambulance is a fucking iconic album because it was like their, I think, second album, and it was incredible. And when they were touring, I mean, that's all we were buying back then. You know, it's like blah blah. You know, it's like, but I don't think it sold like 200,000. You know, so it's like
that's a tough one.
What is an iconic album?
I mean, I don't know.
In this aspect, I think it should be like something up there like fucking Rocket, you know, Ramones fucking Rocket to fucking whatever.
Russia,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the thing is like, so I don't know that band at all, or, you know, much grunge alternative genre and what was popular, what was big, what wasn't. So I unfortunately may not be able to kind of comment or look at that one in any sort of fair play other than to say, I don't know it. Does that make it a non-iconic album? No, because I wouldn't know an iconic album from that era if it smacked me in the face unless it was Pearl Jam or Green Day. Those are the only two that I know of that had iconic albums from those eras. What makes an iconic record for me though would have to be longevity and importance to the genre
and their career.
Ooh, see, that I normally would say that. However, it would be very hard to argue that Nevermind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols is not an iconic record, even though the Sex Pistols did not have a very long career.
Oh, I would say that's an icon. You would say it wasn't iconic, or you would say it was?
Very long career, because you said it also depends on their career, and the Sex Pistols did not have a very long career for it to be.
I'm not saying their career. I'm saying what the album. We're talking about an iconic album. What that album did for their career.
Gotcha.
You know, and never mind, the Bullocks did everything for their career.
Honestly, that was at the very end, though, bro. I mean, that was kind of a symptom of their career.
That was that's when they were going to fucking start making fucking money, dude. And then they fucking
but I figured that was more of a symptom of their career, because they had released so many singles and everything else by that point, and they had already made such a splash.
Yeah, but that would, I mean, you can go back, you can go up in time and look at Nirvana and go, okay, well, they did so much before Nevermind.
Yeah, in utero.
But no, Nevermind was what took them over the top. You know, Nevermind the Bullocks took the Sex Pistols over the fucking top.
Right. It made them a household name at that point.
Yeah. I would say it's iconic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I would say records that you could have similar conversations like that about. Yeah. Because even, for instance, you were saying Rocket to Russia for the Ramones.
That's a completely iconic album, though.
As much as I agree, I put that record in the exact same standing as the first two records. Like, I cannot say that either of those other ones are more or less iconic than Rocket to Russia.
No, but it doesn't make Rocket to Russia less iconic.
Okay, well, then what are the rules for it? Because it feels like there should only be one iconic record per band.
Oh, I don't think so. I think if a band does 10 albums and all 10 albums are iconic, fuck, you're a fucking good fucking band.
Yeah, but I mean,
look at the Beatles. All right, dude, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is iconic. Fucking the White Album is iconic. There's two albums right there from one band. All right, I mean, you cannot say those albums are not iconic. They're fucking iconic. Now you can throw in more.
I would more
Beatles
say certain singles from those records are iconic. Not and the visual of the record, but not necessarily the entire record.
Okay, yes or no? Is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles an iconic album? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is Abbey Road an iconic album? Yes. I'll answer for you. Yes or no? It's just yes or no.
That's tough.
It's
tough.
If I could, we can do different orders.
Honestly, I would say no.
If I said Abbey Road,
honestly,
first,
I would say no.
Well, honestly, you'd be wrong.
Is the album
White
cover
album iconic?
No, hold on. The Abbey Road album.
The album cover is an album cover, dude. The music is what fucking made that album cover. The music on that.
But
Abbey Road might be their best album.
But everyone cites the album cover. I would say there are more iconic Beatles records musically than Abbey Road. I would say that the Abbey Road album cover is one of the most iconic album covers, period.
I think Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is way more iconic than Abbey Road.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
We're thinking of the same cover, them walking across the street.
Yeah, that's it's an icon. I agree.
The album cover that's been mimicked by punk rock bands, rock and roll bands, everyone in between.
Sgt. Pepper hasn't been mimicked by just as many.
No, it's harder to do.
Even Tell 'em Steve Dave mimicked it, dude. Everybody mimics that.
But I'm saying
everybody does, though. I mean,
they don't. It's a much harder image to replicate. Everyone can replicate four people walking across the street.
Well, yeah, but I mean, so
but that makes
what's your argument that whatever's easiest
that's more
is iconic?
No, I'm saying that it's more iconic it's more iconic due to the accessibility and the ability to recreate it.
Okay, let me say something. I'm not saying that album cover is not iconic. It is. It's one of the most popular, but so is Sgt. Pepper's. White Album is a fucking nothing but white, and that's an iconic fucking record cover, man, because everybody will, especially when it came out, would not stop talking about it.
I know I have my own copy of it right
iconic.
Here. Iconic right here, baby.
It's
Icon.
warped. It's warped.
Yeah, it is.
And that's an iconic album too. I mean, come on. I mean, you can have as many iconic albums as you want. Just, that just means you're fucking fantastic.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give you some grief.
It is fine. You're not giving me grief.
What's the next album?
Oh, that's the only one I did.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a second album.
No, but I'm thinking, I can probably pull something up and see if you can guess it real quick.
Okay, well, see if it would be a slightly easier one, like a band that I'm sure that, or you're sure that I've looked up, but have possibly not paid that close of attention to the lyrics on.
Okay. I think I can pull one up. I'll just pull up fucking Spotify.
Okay.
I don't know when this. Oh, I guess Spotify will say when it came out.
Yeah, it will. But no, I
feel good. I just got a band. I just popped in my head. I think you'll get it.
All right, cool. What you got for me?
Okay, hang on. What were you going to say? You were just starting to say something.
Oh, just how many people were probably yelling at me that actually are Rush fans that were just like, "You fucking idiot."
I mean, I don't think you need to be a Rush fan to know those lyrics, though.
So you're making it even worse.
But when I did do the "We are the priests of the temples of Syrinx,"
I thought 80s hair metal immediately when you did that. But then you gave me the year, and I wasn't going to be a dumbass and say.
That's poison.
But dead ass. When you did it like that, my first thought was Judas Priest, but I knew the timeline wouldn't add up.
Well, I can't do a Getty, dude. So, okay. In ancient Rome, there was a poem about a dog who found two bones. He picked up one, he licked the other. He went in circles, he dropped dead.
Dave loves it. Dave's like, this is the best thing I've thought of in forever.
It's such a fucking funny band, dude.
It's a funny band. Okay.
Well,
okay.
I mean, I think so. I mean, they're fucking iconic. They're their thing. They're their thing. So it's the first thing that popped in my head when, fucking, I just lost it. I'm gonna go back to Spotify.
Okay. You only have to give a yes or a no. You don't have to give the correct answer if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Is this early 80s?
I think it's 79. I accidentally cleared it, so let me go back to it.
I might have a guess.
It is 1980.
Okay. I might have a guess on the band, but give me another song. Because I definitely don't know what album.
Okay, where did I go? Okay. Dude, this is hard to fucking do because I think you're
do on the fly. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But I think you're gonna get. I don't know what to do. I don't want you to get it.
Well, the problem is if it's the band that I'm thinking of, I'm gonna have a real hard time guessing an album because I don't think I know their album names.
Let me go to where is it?
But I have a weird feeling about the band. As soon as you said weird, and then I confirmed up early 80s.
She sings some song while you can't see. She sits in the top of a greenhouse tree. She sends out an aroma of undefined love. It drips on down in a mist from above.
The band I was thinking of now kind of went away.
What were you thinking of?
The Dickies.
Oh, no, it's not. Not the Dickies. Bigger band.
Bigger band. Okay.
Grabbed America's attention.
The Cult.
No. Okay, are you ready? I'll do one more. You're gonna fucking get this one instantly.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'll try to find some lyrics that don't fucking
Immediately give it away.
Yeah, exactly. Crack that whip. Give the past a slip.
Oh,
Step
Devo.
on a crack.
Devo. Okay. I don't know their record names. I'm sorry, I don't.
No problem. But you got it's Freedom of Choice is the name of that album.
Got you. Now my buddy Mike Kilmer is yelling at me because he's the tour manager of Devo. That makes it even worse. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
Would you agree that's an iconic album?
Yes.
Okay,
for that song alone, that's an love it or hate it. That is an iconic song.
The first song that I read you the lyrics to was the actual Freedom of Choice song, the thing of the what the album's called, you know?
Okay, got you. It's
fucking great song, dude.
I need to revisit that record. I hadn't listened to that in a while.
It's a two I love Devo. I love their songs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the fucking frequency is wrong for me. It's all like, you know, or it could be, you know. But I mean, musically, it's fucking fantastic. It's just tonal, you know, a lot of synthesizers.
Talking about something being musically fantastic or not, I sent you a record to listen to.
Why would you say musically fantastic or not? If I just went, okay, let's say that I had some really fucking bad steak, all right? And I just fucking blew up my bathroom really bad and came out. I can see you saying something like that there, you know? Speaking about you fucking just fucking up your whole plumbing and blowing up your bathroom and your whole entire house now smells like your shit, Dave. Have you heard this? That's more of like what I think how you should have went at that.
Oh God, no! I 100% agree. I'll make this brief. It's just a really funny story. I was thinking about this in my own personal time and doing some research on it, and then in our Discord, one of my friends asked a question that. Okay, you know, like those war movies that, like, as soon as they see something, they get like flashbacks of like all this shit rushing through their head. I'm about to get in the fucking shower. Ping, my Discord bings. I'll look down. One of my friends has tagged me and says, "Alex, is it true that Jerry Only and Doyle had a Christian metal band in the 80s?"
Dude, these guys from the Misfits are giving you PTSD, dude. That you just described what PTSD is. over fucking dudes in the Misfits.
Well, and the reason being is like it's such
Where's
a
Doolie?
It's such a long drawn out thing that it's like I was immediately getting like war flashbacks because I'm just like, oh my God, I want to explain this, but it's like so long, and I fucking wrote it all out, and you
can't explain it. You just go, you just say, yeah, it's shit, and then just move on, dude.
The reason for it even happening is so beautiful, and I'm gonna probably get a couple timelines and dates wrong. I did all my note keeping things are away. The TV guide version of it is Halloween '83. Glenn Danzig on stage with Jerry Only on bass, Doyle on guitar, and a rotating drummer because
Doolie,
yes, Doolie on guitar.
Don't call him Doily. 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 That's even better. Fucking Doyle is Doily now. That's even better, dude.
It is, especially because people call him that by accident anyway.
That's fucking great.
Because of the way it's spelled. But yeah, on stage, Glenn announces to the crowd that this is going to be their very last show, much to the surprise of basically everyone else on stage. Following day, he formed Sam Hain, which had Eerie Von on bass and a handful of other folks that kind of transitioned over to... Yeah, and that band eventually transitioned over into the Danzig Band. With a handful of the members. But either way, basically the following day, that's when he started Sam Hain. Kind of have to go down this path a little bit, only because I think this part of the story is pretty cool. By the time Glenn starts up Sam Hain, Eerie Von, who was the bass player, also was a photographer and a graphic designer, t-shirt guy, and he would hand screen press shirts. He hand screen pressed a lot of the Misfits shirts that people had back in the day. So now he's making Sam Hain shirts.
That's a good guy to have on your team.
Fucking right. All the while, they've made friends with Metallica. If you look at Cliff, James, and Kirk, you'll notice they're wearing very special Sam Hain and Misfits shirts. They're one-of-a-kind t-shirts Eerie Von made. So I think that's a pretty cool little side note that like all those were like hand screen pressed one-of-a-kind t-shirts.
Are they
that
all gone, or do you have one?
No, Eerie was making them one-of-a-kind for the members of Metallica.
So they still exist. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Kurt has. I don't know what James still has. They may have lost them.
They didn't. No, you didn't buy one in a garage sale or nothing.
Oh, good God, no! Those would be going for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, bro. That'd be like my year's salary.
Someone's in there. I mean, I can see. I mean, yeah, but it's a shirt, and some of those guys don't. Where did they just throw their shirts away? They're still out they're still out there somewhere existing.
I'm sure James and Kirk still have their shirts. I'm sure they still have their one-of-a-kind shirts. But either way, so that plays into something later on. So all the while, Jerry and Doyle go back and work at the machine shop. Their family owned a machine shop, kind of building parts and stuff for machinery and warheads and shit. It's also kind of a known fact at this point that Jerry and Doyle's father kind of helped bankroll the Misfits early in the day. So Glenn had the big vision, Jerry had the pockets. That's kind of how it worked. By the time Metallica start wearing these t-shirts and everything else, the Misfits name starts becoming a little bit more valuable and a little bit more recognizable. Jerry and Doyle recognize this and they go, huh, that's interesting. Glenn, how about we get a cut of this? And he goes, no, I'm going to do this over here. And then he goes and releases Legacy of Brutality. Now, Legacy of Brutality...
What year is this, though? This is like 80s something, right?
Yeah, like this is mid-80s.
Yeah.
Mid-80s.
Like 85 or before?
Roundabouts. Like I said, I could have a couple of my years wrong, but let's just kind of put it in that rough mind frame.
Yeah. Well, I'm just kind of thinking back of when, Misfits. When Misfits were good... And then Metallica, and then Misfits still existing, and so
Metallica's doing all that stuff is by the time Misfits disbanded. Like I said, Misfits disbanded Halloween '83. So by the time they kind of start wearing the t-shirts, getting notoriety, some of the past records start kind of picking up. They're doing reissues, all that. The brothers knocking on the door. Hey, let's get a little cut of that. And Glenn's like, nah, no. Shut the door. Then he goes and releases Legacy of Brutality. And what that was a collection of songs that had yet to be officially released, but heavily bootlegged. And it was the Static Age record. However, Glenn went back to the master tapes, removed the bass, removed most of the guitars, and retracked it himself so he didn't have to pay Jerry Only and Fred Tacoma royalties. Just another way to stick it to them. Sam Hain is starting to build up a little bit of kind of underground steam. Kurt wearing the Sam Hain shirt and a couple promo photos and everything definitely helped. And Sam Hain was very kind of evil and dark, more of a gothic thing. It didn't sound like the Danzig Project. It was more. Did you listen to The Damned much at all? Mm-hmm. Okay, it was more Black Album, Phantasmagoria, Friday the 13th kind of vibe for Sam Hain. Much darker and evil. Well, Jerry and Doyle, the two Christian boys they are, weren't a fan of the fact that Glenn was making friends with Metallica and pushing all this evil demon stuff onto the kids. So they form what they were going to create, which was KRYST the Conqueror, which was going...
This is just... The whole fucking lead up to that is just fucking stupid.
Yep, so he's annoyed at Glenn for not cutting them in for any money and for pushing evil, devil, Satan stuff on the kids because he considered most of the kids paying attention and following Danzig ex-Misfits fans. And Jerry has a special connection with the Misfits fans, and he's like, he's leading these kids down the wrong path. I wouldn't have sent them down this devil path. He's sending them down the devil path. I gotta bring them back in. I gotta reel the kids back in toward the light. So while they're working in the machine shop, they're building these monster guitars because they kept snapping and breaking when they were just trying to modify their original gear. And to kind of workshop these guitars, they started riffing out and working out all these like heavy metal tracks. They decided to make all those tracks the first KRYST the Conqueror record. There's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of back and forth in the back end of them transitioning the Fiend Club to the Doyle Fan Club and sending out newsletters, talking shit about Danzig, pumping up the KRYST the Conqueror bit, all this other shit.
They all fucking suck. Yes. Danzig sucked. Everybody sucked. Everybody fucking sucked, dude.
And the reason I'm
fucking suck fest.
And the reason I'm even talking about it and bringing it up is when I was discovering all this stuff in the mid 2000s, I thought it was like kind of a garage idea that didn't really go that far. They are very good at burying it. They did a lot for KRYST the Conqueror, and it was shocking the amount that they did for this band. Let me go into the details of what they did for this band that no one has heard of. And when I explain a couple of the things they did, it's going to be shocking that no one has heard of this band.
And first, let me interrupt you really quick, since we're talking about KRYST the Conqueror and everything. Be faithful and thankful that you haven't heard this. Because there's no god reason that you should hear this fucking shit, dude.
I agree. So, not only did they record a full record with Jerry only on bass as Mo the Great. That was his name for that. Doyle, I don't think he picked any sort of special name. Doily. Yes, we had Doyle on guitar.
Or Doolie. Doily. That's what we should just call him. Hey, Doolie Doily.
Doolie von Finkelstein.
It's like Dudley Do-Right. Hey, Doolie Doily.
And then you have on drums this guy named the Merp, and the Merp is kind of interesting because he was a hardcore he didn't really do much. He was a hardcore drummer in the 80s, but he was almost a Misfits drummer. He just kind of hung around, and I think he was working at the machine shop after everything kind of disbanded. He just stayed kind of friends with Jerry and Doyle.
Yeah, because that's all it takes. Praise the Lord. Sorry.
No, it's great. Now
Sometimes
they're missing
I just have to interrupt. Sorry.
No, this is all great. This is the interruptions I like. Now they're missing one key component, one special little ingredient to this heavy metal sauce. They've got the name, they've got the logo, which is goofy as hell. It's a sword and the hilt with a K.
Yeah, very He-Man.
Very.
I was telling you that earlier. Yeah, very He-Man.
But they've got the image. They've got everything down. They're missing the secret sauce, the voice.
And by the way, Alex, you're wrong. They don't have anything down.
Come on, man.
Nothing. Not even the music is good, dude. It's just the whole tone of that fucking recording is bad.
Well, but okay, so. To peel the curtain back, I played Dave some of the bootleg record that came out. It's exactly that. It's a bootleg. It has a high-pitched like whine in the background. It's like probably a second or third generation copy. So I'm fingers crossed, thinking, hoping it probably sounded a little better on a first generation copy. But no, what you heard was god awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
So, the secret sauce they were missing was the vocalist. Now, I did not realize like how nutty it was. You have Jeff Scott Soto on vocals. And the reason I found that so funny is literally the other night I was watching Hell's Kitchen. And you know how they'll have like the celebrity tables? Mm-hmm. This long-haired black dude, a long black-haired dude walks in. I know, completely. I painted a completely different picture for a second. This really tall, long black-haired dude walks in, and all of a sudden the name pops up the bottom, Jeff Scott Soto. So he showed up at Hell's Kitchen. But no, so they got him to do the vocals. However,
it's weird that they even bothered even writing his fucking name, so nobody must have fucking went to that dinner. Hell's Kitchen, dude. I would have showed up. They would have wrote Dave Weimer, some dude. You know?
He didn't. Well, on the record, he asked that his name not be included.
Really?
He was left uncredited on the record.
Oh. He probably, oh, this sucks. Don't. They're like, okay. Doolie's all like, okay, we won't credit you. Put it out. Must be good.
So,
Doolie.
So hopefully my video and everything isn't glitching out on me. What I'm doing is I'm pulling up the Discord because there's a couple quotes I posted. Okay. This is from a Jerry only letter that was released in 1989. Okay, so a good handful of years have passed. Okay, it says, so it's taken over 2 years to finally achieve what I've wanted my entire life, the perfect band. It's unfortunate in the late 70s, the Misfits were handled like a garage band and were never guided to a course of greatness. The Misfit project was always compromising and never dealt with in a professional manner. If you do not like this EP, do not buy anything we ever do, because this is what I've been searching for and have achieved the formula for everything that will sound like moving forward.
That voice you read that in is perfect. Because that is exactly the tone that it should be read in.
Yep, that's what he fucking does. And so
maybe a little Hot Wheel music behind it too. You know what I'm talking about?
So let's see. I can't take credit for this one. This one is a copy and paste. But here's what he had to say about Danzig. It said, Jerry was asked several times during this period, 1987 to 1994, about his thoughts on Glenn Danzig. Quote, that little cocksucker can eat shit for all I care. In reference to Danzig's first album released in August 1998, this is talking about the debut Danzig record with Mother, Twist Decay, and shit like that. He goes, he's caused us more damage by being a flop, by being the flop that he is. Atlantic was really interested in us, KRYST the Conqueror, until Glenn flopped. Then Glenn bombed and everyone backed out. You have to explain that this is a different type of music and they don't care. They only care about dollars and cents. The first question the guy from Atlantic asked was, do you own the rights to the Misfits stuff? They immediately wanted to jump on that, and I'm washing my hands of it. Glenn and Bobby Steele are trying to bank off the Misfits, but I'm not interested. We're beyond that.
He's fucking blaming his failure on somebody else's failure.
Yep.
The only reason why I failed is he failed. Has nothing to do with the shit I'm doing. Fuck that. You know, this is America where we believe whatever we fucking tell you.
That's the Jersey boy for you.
Fuck yeah, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. That's just fucking.
We're beyond that.
That's not the Jersey boy. That's a certain select of fucking idiot that fucking is like veins through this fucking country. You can find them everywhere. The same fucking idiot. That's all you can say. You're a fucking idiot, dude. And oh my God.
And dude, this is how he wrapped it up. He goes, we're beyond that. That's what I never liked about Glenn and that whole satanic trip. He's dragging people down and doesn't care as long as he's making a buck.
Whatever, dude. All you're fucking pissed off is that you don't have a buck. you know, and maybe if I trash talk this shit, I can get $1.
So he's slinging mud, and all the while he's sending out these fan letters through the Fiend Club, now the Doyle fan club, you know, talking shit on Danzig,
Doolie.
promoting. Yeah, promoting the new record and everything coming out. Now, keep in mind, this band recorded a full record and never came out. However, a CD and a tape EP, so like 5 or 6 songs from the 12 or 13 song record came out officially. They made hats, they made writing pens, they made stickers, pins, patches, a good handful of other things. Not only that, they did convention appearances. This is the part that blows my mind. They were in public promoting this band.
Yeah, I can see anybody from fucking early Danzig doing fucking convention shit, you know.
Well, yeah, like, but that's my point. Is like
let me go take a piss real quick, Alex. Sorry, sorry. I'm gonna drop one.
Piss break 2. I was actually pulling up proof. Hopefully, this recording works, and this is actually a good spot for me to try it, because if it doesn't work, I can easily cut it. But here is the only proof that they actually did a convention. So right here, that's the Merp, the drummer, and right here is Jerry.
Look, he's got a little baby deadlock.
And that right there is Jerry. That is like a hockey mask with spikes attached to it, and like hockey gear with like homemade spikes attached and everything. He's got a cape on, looks like a mesh shirt. This was going to be the look for KRYST the Conqueror.
Mm-hmm. A little.
So yeah, so it's just really odd that like there's proof that exists. So this is an Instagram page called KRYST the Conqueror. It's a fan page.
It's like, hey kids, you like gore, but you know you just really can't. You know, your parents won't let you like gore. Here, like KRYST the Conqueror, because we're nothing like gore.
It's there's Doolie with Jerry right there. Neither one have their devil locks rocking right now, and there's Evil Presley from the Independents.
Well, is Doolie's hair like, what's that hairline he's got? It looks like a bull fucking cut.
He's just got a headband on.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah.
Right.
So
this guy though, that hairline though.
Yeah, that's a lot of forehead. I'm gonna go ahead and call that a 5 head.
Here's some proof here. Look, stickers, writing pens.
Mm-hmm.
All of this stuff existed, but no one has really heard of this band. Here's some practice space photos. Jerry.
Oh.
And there's old Doolie.
Well, Doolie played guitar, right?
Yeah. And then Jerry was on bass.
Yeah, okay. What is that, a Warlock bass?
And then there they are in full getup.
Oh, dude.
That's what they look like in the Misfits, and then that's when they look like every other time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you could say the same thing with Kiss. I mean, this is Kiss, and then this is Kiss every other time. You know, you're not going to walk around looking like
a hat that was made.
Doolie. Well, a little merchandising.
Yeah, so it's like they did all this merchandising, the officially pressed up CDs.
I can prove to you that the fill-ins existed.
her. Ah, there we go. That's a good one right there.
Doily.
See, yeah. So
where's Doolie?
Looking like that apparently, but no. The reason I bring it up is the main question being, well, what the fuck happened? Other than it not being good, but there's a million fucking 80s bands that weren't good, you know?
They're idiots, dude. I love the Misfits.
So what do you think
Misfits.
happened? Why do you think that they never even played one show?
I probably because this is like in the 80s, right?
Yeah, late 80s into early 90s.
Oh my God, that late? Well, they're like, I'm sure.
Well, because they stewed for a while. So
Yeah, this is exactly what happened, dude. They just fucking rode that wave that they know, and they're getting all like fucking religious, and the whole world is turning a different direction, and so everybody told them no. They can fucking get any interest, I'm sure. I mean, there are a lot of fucking idiots out there that'll put out anything, especially if you've been in a prominent band, and you know. But I mean, the whole music scene changed. There are certain decades that music took a hard turn and it went a certain direction.
Well, you also have to remember, this is also part of the era that Stryper was really big.
That Stryper was big in the 80s.
Yes.
But late 80s, no. Or 90s, no. That's when they fell out. Metal was big in the 80s. So if you were metal, and Stryper was not KRYST the Conqueror, dude.
So you actually did
hated
hit the
fucking Stryper.
So you hit the nail on the head. That was the first speed bump. Was no interest. You are 100% correct on that. That was the first speed bump.
It's not marketable. It's not marketable.
However, that speed bump was exactly that, a speed bump. They instead created Cyclopeum Music or something like that. It was going to be their own record label. And they actually did release a couple records through it, but they were going to also release KRYST the Conqueror through it. Here's what truly happened. And again, timelines could be off a little bit, but at the end of the day, this is what truly happened. They try shopping it around. It goes nowhere. They start doing up the record label. That starts costing a lot of money. No one's still really that interested in the band. The bands that they have signed are little garage bands. They're not pushing records. They're not getting the money out there. Eventually, the dad goes, fuck this bullshit. Take Glenn to court and get my fucking money.
Let me tell you, if this was today, and I don't want to shit on any of your heroes, all right? And sorry if they are. But if these guys were out today, they would be sucking the knob of Trump trying to get on that fucking, you know...
All right, hold on. Let me at least finish the thing before we get all political. No need to go all there with it. So hold on.
This is exactly who they are, though. That's what I'm saying.
That has nothing to do with any of it. So let me at least finish this part. So he's just like, fuck all this, fuck this holy roller shit. Take Glenn to court and get my fucking money. So if you remember, in the early 90s, that's when all of a sudden the Misfits Coffin box set comes out, Static Age comes out, Collection 2, this whole bundle of Misfits things come out. That's because they finally took Glenn to court and they reached a settlement. And that settlement included that Glenn Danzig still owns the rights to all the Misfits music. So any music that gets released that has his vocal on it, he still owns the rights to. Part of the agreement is that he owes a lot of money to a lot of fucking people. He owes Jerry money, he owes Franche money, he owes Doyle money, he owes Robo money, he owes all these people money, including Caroline Records, his old record label. He owes all these people money to help pay for this. That's why the box set gets released. That's why Collection 2 gets released. All of this is to help subsidize all this money he owes. And part of the agreement, because they know that the money's not going to flow in that fast, is that he is given performance rights to Jerry Only and Doolie. Which means they now have the right to perform and record new music and tour under the Misfits name. Why the fuck are we gonna worry about Christ the Conqueror now? We've got the Misfits name. The Metallica guys have already made this famous. Glenn just made it even more famous with Mother. Fuck Christ the Conqueror, we're taking the Misfits out on the road. So right as they were about to hit it with Christ the Conqueror, they win their lawsuit with Glenn, and they're like, fuck this. And immediately pivot. So in a weird world that they never won that lawsuit, we would probably have some sort of Christ the Conqueror band.
I don't think it would have ever been. I don't think you would have ever heard of them. I don't think it would have got released.
Well, I mean, it did.
Well, I don't think it would have ever. Okay, so it did, but
the EP got released officially.
Okay, all right, but it would. Did
they would have started to tour? We would have had live footage.
Did anybody buy it?
There's a lot of copies out in the world. You could probably hop on eBay and find a cassette tape or a CD of it.
So do you think that if that didn't happen and they kept to be Christ the Conqueror, they would have succeeded to
I didn't say succeeded.
No,
I said it would have been
I'm just asking you. I'm not fighting with you. I'm asking you, do you think it would have succeeded to another album?
No,
I don't
absolutely. Well, okay. Let me clarify that.
Dude, these are the people who I'm sorry, they suck. They're
Succeed and another album. Succeed and another album, I think, are two different things. I don't think it would have succeeded, but I think they would have done another album.
Oh yeah, because that's all they know how to do. They're that and push a shopping cart. That's it.
But I'll tell you what. I wholeheartedly believe that after that second record, Doolie would have split off by himself, and then we would have had the Jerry only band, and that's what the '90s Misfits would have been. So all those sounds and all those recordings and stuff, that would have just been called Jerry only.
Well,
that's my hypothesis.
Is Doolie still recording shit
by himself? Yeah.
Does it suck?
Are you into heavy metal?
Yeah, I mean, if it's good,
like actual heavy metal, not that power metal that I played you a little bit ago.
Well, what is actual heavy metal? Is it like Black Sabbath? Because that'll melt.
I would say a little bit more modern,
or like fucking Iron Maiden, or like Slipknot. What is fucking heavy metal?
I would say a little bit more hinging on a Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax kind of vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of fast, a little bit of that and chuggy kind of guitar and shit like that. But not but not overly screamy vocals. It's more growl vocals than a scream. Okay. You can actually understand what the fuck's being said.
So when you say growl, is that just because like a lot of growls you can't understand?
No, not like a growl. Like he has a growl to his voice,
like the dude from fucking Pantera.
Sure. I don't listen to Pantera, so I wouldn't.
I don't either, but I know I know who Phil Masano is. So and it's
I'm trying to pull it back into my head. Yeah, I guess that'd be kind of similar. But to wrap this up, my favorite little PS to this entire story, and I want your opinion on this. I want to know what you, Dave Weimer, think of this part of the story. Legend has it that in the middle of all this, remember all the years I was saying, late 80s, early 90s, and Glenn Danzig and Eerie Von have already become kind of good friends in the Metallica group. Mm-hmm. Guess who else kind of wiggles their way in around this time? Old Mo the Great and Doolie. And they work their way backstage one time, and they have their little demo tape. They're like, hey guys, of Christ the Conqueror.
Okay, so we're still on this. Okay. Yeah,
and they go, hey guys, we have a new band. Glenn's got Sam Hain and Danzig, now Danzig. We've got Christ the Conqueror. I think it's going to fit in real nice with what you guys do. Whoever it was that took it was, oh, thanks, man. Can't wait to listen to it. One of the songs on this record is called Wherever I Roam.
Okay.
a couple years later, on the Black Album, shows up a song titled Wherever I May Roam.
Yeah.
Do you think that because the only thing that's similar is the title. The actual music itself is not similar at all. Do you think that they ripped and bit the title?
Nope. I don't think they paid him any fucking attention, doesn't even know it exists. That's what I think.
But put yourself in their shoes. They are Misfits fans. They're honored to have Jerry and Dooley there. And as Misfits fans, yes, they are. Yes, they are. You can't look through it through Dave's lens. Look at it through their lens. They covered so many songs of theirs. They're happy to have members of the band backstage.
Yeah.
So imagine you're happy to have two of the members of a band you really like backstage, and they go, "Here's a tape of new stuff no one's heard yet." You can't tell me they didn't put it in the tape deck.
They might have, but that doesn't mean they know the fucking name of the song, dude.
It does if it was on the tape deck for a week or two.
No, it doesn't, dude. I can give you iconic albums that you can't even name the songs on. So,
hell, it could have even been as simple as this. Let's paint the picture. It could have been as simple as James and Kirk sitting in the van. They pop in the record and they start laughing their ass off and naming off the dude. What are all the titles of this record? Spellbound, In God We Trust, Wherever I Roam, and hey, that's actually kind of cool. We could make that something better.
No, I mean, you're putting way too much fucking thought.
I'm not. Yes. They did. The legend is Jerry and Doyle claim that they lifted it.
Because oh my god, that is
this isn't a me argument, motherfucker. It's a them thing.
That's what I'm saying the whole time is these guys are fucking losers. They suck. They are pieces of shit. I'm sorry if they are your fucking heroes. Because
they're not heroes. No musician is my hero, Dave. I'm sorry.
Dude, I have heroes.
No musician is my hero.
John Entwistle, he's my hero, dude. That guy can.
I guarantee you, he's done some fucked up shit in his past. No musician can ever be a hero.
True. That's a good point. That's a very good point. But I mean,
I love musicians. I respect them. I am one of them. But no musician could ever be a hero.
That's very true. That's a good point. Your influences. I'm sorry.
There we go. Yes,
these are your influences.
They were an influence. Yes, musically,
your influences
not as people.
Pieces of shit. Okay,
not as people. Musically.
Well, there's some stretch there too. I mean,
that's opinion. That's opinion.
Well, you even said it was shit what they did. So
KRYST the Conqueror, yes, but they did other shit that was good.
There's musicians on that,
but they made other good music.
Yes, and
that inspired me.
I agree. Everybody is entitled to so much shit.
Yeah,
their
time in the Misfits was good.
No. I'm saying everybody's entitled. Every artist is entitled to put out shit.
Oh, I thought you were saying like everyone's entitled to liking shit. I'm like, motherfucker, no.
I'm saying every artist
Misfits
is entitled
good. KRYST the Conqueror
to
bad.
Putting out shit. The difference is you're really good artists trash the shit. I mean,
well, they did. They buried it.
Yeah, no, it's out. They did not.
They couldn't quit. They couldn't stop bootleggers, but they've buried it since then. They don't talk about it.
I'm sorry. If you put it out, you put it out. I mean, that's like I'm talking to an artist. Like if you make a painting, if an artist puts it out, it's out. If he fucking destroys it and paints over it, it's not out. They didn't paint over it.
Well, you can't paint over a CD.
You're missing my point. You're missing my point. It's like there's a decision made, and they didn't make that decision. That's what I'm saying.
KRYST was on their side, man.
Fucking Santa first, motherfucker.
Well, you got anything else for us before we dive into our listening habits for the week?
I don't even fucking have any listening. Oh, actually, I do. Yeah.
Well, do you have anything else you wanted to bring up? I don't want to cut you off.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, that works for me. Well, let's just go ahead and dig on into that Spotify playlist and figure out what the hell we've been listening to.
What you listening to, son?
I don't think you like it.
Well, why not? I like this new generation of music. Where did you record this?
I bought it at the mall.
What that person on your tape has is a medical disorder.
So, let me ask you, what have you been listening to? You go first.
Me go first. Over the last weekend, Green Day released a new record.
Oh, yes, dude. All right. We need to review that.
Yes.
And I was going to listen to it, but I got news of an artist putting out a new album, and it distracted me from the Green Day thing.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to listen to the new artist because I don't know when it's coming out, but Red Cross is putting out a new album, which is fucking amazing. It's like, holy shit. So I'm very excited about that because it's been like 4 years, you know.
Yeah, and my quick review on it, because of course I want to go in depth with it. There's a lot I feel like I can say about it. The quick little review, there's 15 tracks, clocks in at, never mind, I thought it was going to tell me. Well, yeah, it does. 46 minutes and 2 minutes, or 46 minutes and 2 seconds, rather. So not a very long listen. And I am of two minds. Do I like the record? Not necessarily. There's some good tracks. There's definitely some good tracks. But do I personally like the record as a whole? Not really. However, is it a good record? Yeah. It's a good Green Day record. The reason I personally don't like it is I saw Green Day's trajectory as, you know, you had the Garage Day sloppy, you know, smooth 1039 whatever in your coffee pot, whatever the fuck. And, you know, into Dookie, that was kind of like that on steroids.
Dookie, I think, is a fucking iconic album.
Yeah.
I would say that was iconic.
I would agree. And then you had, you know, the ones
American
following
Idiot?
it. Well, I was saying you had the records following it, and it's like, as it went on, it just felt like they were becoming a bigger version of themselves. Warning came out, which I had like a lot of acoustic stuff, which brought in a new element for them. Was it a good record? Neither here nor there, but they were doing something new, expanding. American Idiot comes out. It's everything they've learned, now orchestrated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because American Idiot's like fucking 20 years old or 15 years old, or how old is that? It's
20.
Old. I mean, it's 20 years old.
So they do that, and then 21st Century Breakdown was the record that came out after that, and it was basically American Idiot with strings. So they even built it up even bigger. So, and then they kind of played her, and then they still progressed their sound by devolving. They didn't go back to their classic sound. They just started pulling things away. It's like, okay, let's pull away the strings and maybe some of the distortion. And then that's when you got like the trilogy records that were a little bit more garagey and poppy. Then you had Father of All, which went more in a classic rock and, you know, garage punk rock direction.
As much as Green Day could do. Yeah.
Yeah. But they were still, changing, progressing. This record, I can point to the Dookie song.
This is legal in New York.
I can point to the Dookie song. I can point to the American Idiot song, the Nimrod song, the Warning song, the Trilogy song.
Yeah.
It
you can
feels
do that
like
with every fucking album with Green Day, though, can't you? I mean, seriously,
not as much. It feels like this. You'll listen to it.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet, so I can't say it.
When you hear
Green Day, I mean, for what I know of Green Day, I can point fingers to Green Day all day long because they stick it. I mean, Green Day's fucking box is like this big. I mean,
wouldn't say
it's
so.
not a bad box. It's not a bad box.
I'd say their box is a little. I would say their popular box is that big.
Okay, let's go there. This big.
In relation to how big of a box are we talking?
Well, like the screen. You know,
no.
The screen is
okay.
the box.
If we're going by this screen as a box, I would say their box is more close to this.
This? Now you're just being a director, dude. Vogue,
But no.
Vogue. Come on.
Yep.
Alex.
So that was the reason I was thinking on, though, is this is the first record that feels like they're pulling back to their own catalog.
I agree.
You haven't listened to it yet. You don't know.
Well, dude, let me finish, dude. I agree that I probably will hear that when I listen to it.
But yeah, so again, did I enjoy it? No, because I was hoping for a bit of a further progression into their rock and roll garagey sound that they have been doing, but instead it really feels like American Idiot mixed with Dookie. So it's a good album. It sounds good. It's just not what I wanted.
Is it a rock album? Is it not strings or they didn't like?
They did a little bit of everything. That's what I was saying. Is
okay.
There's some Dookie straight punk rock stuff like Ma Have No Brains.
Is there a song on it that you went, oh?
Yeah. Ma Have No Brains.
Okay, that's a good album then. If they release something that you actually went,
well, I would hope for at least more than one song. I went, okay, over.
I didn't say okay. I said there's a difference between okay and there's a difference between like something that actually grabbed your ears and made you pulled you in like a listen to this song right now.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
No, I'd say not. There's a song or two that made me go, all right, okay, yeah. That's good. I like that. Okay, all right. You know, just kind of very, very passive on it, being like, you know, if I never heard this again, I'd be okay. But like, if you wanted to play this, like this is cool. I like this.
Could it
fine.
Possibly be an album that you listen to over and over again, and oh wow, I missed it the first time, and this is really good. Are you pretty sure you got it right on the first listen?
I know I didn't get it right on the first listen because there has been a song or two that's grown on me. However, I know my taste, and the album as a whole just didn't tickle or hit the way I want it to.
Yeah.
So it maybe if I cared more.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like if I was more emotionally invested into caring about the record, I'd try to like it. But every Green Day record I go into it, kind of arms crossed going, all right, impress me.
Yeah.
What you got, Billy?
I'm not really 100% sure what my tastes are. You know, that's the thing. It's like
I know my taste is not American Idiot Part 2.
There's a I definitely have a taste, but I don't want to say that's my taste. There's definitely a genre of music that tones my ear for, you know, it's like my favorite. That's how you would say it. It's like, this is what I want to listen to more. But then all this other shit hits, and it's like, it pulls me away from that, you know, because I really, if it's good, if it's written well and not out of key and the notes are right, it's great. It's fantastic, even if it's not what I fucking want to hear, not my genre or something. You know, it's like,
what the hell have you been listening to then?
Electric Six.
Really? That's a good pull.
Yeah. There's but I don't have one album though. There's like that fucking McDonald's song and the fucking gay bar song. I want to take you to a gay bar.
The fill-ins did a cover of that one year for Halloween.
Yeah, it's fucking such a fucking funny song and great, and the actual timing and beat of it is amazing. It's a hard song to play, dude.
It is. That's why I didn't play it. Mikey played it.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. But that McDonald's song too. I don't know what it's called, but it's, you know, I know they talk about McDonald's. What is that song called?
I'm not sure. The album that had a gay bar on it. The album that had gay bar on it is the one I usually listen to the most.
Yeah, Downtown at McDonald's.
Yeah.
This one.
I just stop it. You're going to get me demonetized, motherfucker.
No,
Stop
you're
it.
not. No,
I've
you're
already
not.
gotten a
No.
strike on this account. Stop it.
Dude, you need to talk to.
Stop it, motherfucker. Stop it.
that is so fucking good, dude. That is so fucking good, dude. I mean, I want to be able to just fucking rip that shit. You know, it's like,
No,
and
get this.
I
Get
have
this.
to exercise to fucking do kind of like rhythms like that because it's just not programmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
It's
do.
not muscle memory.
No, get this though. Okay, so remember a couple episodes ago we were talking about I was telling you about the origins of the Where's Doolie shirt, and I was talking about it was where the Misfits met them at WWE.
Yep.
If you watch the video, I superimposed just a couple little clips of that fight that was relevant to what I was saying. Trying to go fucking above and beyond, trying to do the edits, make it look cool, you know, give people context, give them reason to actually be watching the video.
Yeah.
Dude,
Good job.
2 weeks into the video being live, I get a copyright strike from the fucking WWE.
Yeah, well, the WWE is going to take money from everybody, dude.
Well, nothing's monetized. I don't run ads. I don't have AdSense. Nothing's monetized. Initially, they pulled the entire fucking video down.
That's okay. That's okay, dude. That's
The entire episode.
Dude, if we get something pulled, that's good. That's
No,
like,
it isn't, because they
yes,
do it enough
is.
times, and then it takes the entire YouTube channel down, bro.
No, well, dude, how many times are they going to fucking do us? And if you
trust
do
me.
You all you need to do is change it right away. You know?
No. Unlike this time. So this time it wound up working out because they hit me with the strike, took the entire video down. I did a counter strike, and I replied back. I was like, I'm not using any audio. I'm barely using any footage from the match. I'm primarily using the entrance. This is no different than what any other commentary channel has done in the past.
Who's the dude that does what makes this song good? Dude, he gets fucking all these, he plays all these bands and he names them out on it too. It's like Aerosmith. If you play an Aerosmith song, if you play these guys, you know, they just fucking pull your shit right away.
Yeah.
But this is, you know, and he's playing it on guitar sometimes too, and they still fucking pull it.
Yep.
You know, so he's got, I'm going to change
they
the key of this.
released it for the US for some reason. It's still so the episode is like blocked in Russia and like Bulgaria and like some other random places, but like they unblocked it for the US, so the episode's back up on YouTube and never got taken down on like Spotify or anything. But that's still so fucking crazy that they scanned it, caught just the video, and took the entire thing down until I did a counter strike on it.
It's fucked up. But
fucked up, man. Especially, I was going above and beyond for everybody.
Dude, this guy makes fucking bank on the polls, dude, because more people fucking listen. You know? And then you just pull it and you release it later. But if you lose your whole channel, you just name it a different channel.
Oh, that's easy for the person that does 0 of this to say.
Well, no, easy for the person. We only have fucking so many viewers. But these guys, dude, these guys are.
I'm talking about my channel, motherfucker.
I know. And these guys, well, that's what I'm
talking about.
Too.
Videos are uploaded to this channel that I don't have on a hard drive.
Oh, put them on hard drive.
Dude, how about we just don't fucking fuck with the system? We're going through all this one. I'm just saying, let's just not fuck with the system.
Yeah, let's just keep 34 listeners. Let's do that.
All right, you 34 listeners, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And as we've mentioned earlier, make sure and check out the merch store because I have the sticker packs available with free shipping, motherfuckers. And they're nice, good, high quality stickers. I can actually get my camera to focus. That's really cool. Yeah, and then so I'll have stickers for all the other shows. And then we've also got like pint glasses similar to this one. I don't have this design up. This is for me. But yeah, we'll have one for every one of the shows, including something good for you. We've even got quarter sleeve shirts, hoodies, regular shirts, the works, man. Stuff for every episode, every show rather. So check it out. It definitely helps keep the lights on. And the more that people buy merch and stuff, and the more that folks confirm that people are interested in this shit, the faster we can get sponsors, and the faster I can kind of focus on just doing this, which would be the nice ultimate goal.
And the faster that Alex gets paid, I might get paid someday.
Yes, you will. I want to take everyone
Bullshit.
with me. Come on, the first 2 people on my list getting paid are you and Chris.
All right, that's good. It's nice to be so high on your list.
You started all this, motherfucker.
Not really, but I mean,
you gave a platform.
Yeah.
So you helped start all this.
Dude, you know what? We need to. Yeah, speaking about games, remember the game we used to play on fucking Cult of Dave? What was that game? I don't remember it, but I had that fucking. No, not that one, but because we were getting paid to do that. That was a sponsorship.
Let's get them.
I don't know if they even still exist, dude.
We'll see if they've got a new game.
Fucking Bag of Dicks doesn't exist anymore. Fucking we just run companies out of. But there was there was a game I had a theme song on that was kind of a Zeppelin thing. That
sounded really country the way you said it.
Yeah, but because I'm from Texas. Well, I've been in Texas for 20 years. I remember the bass line of it. I can't remember the fucking.
Don't know.
I don't remember the band name or the not band name, the game name, but it was like it was fucking what's the normal question? What's the fucking just trivia, just the local trivia, shit.
You're struggling hard with this one, bro.
I know. Well, dude, Cult of Dave was a long time ago. I'm trying to remember what it was called, and it was like a trivia game that was just like I asked 3 questions that went into the last question and it just rotated in a circle. It was fucking
Oh, that was Shit for Brains.
No. Shit for Brains was a whole other company that designed everything, and I just read cards. That was easy. It was the only time we got paid, too.
I really don't remember.
Fuck.
Well, if you can remember it, we'll bring it back on this show.
Yeah. I think those are all gone, thank God.
But no, guys, buy a t-shirt, support the network, try to get us paid so I can pay my other people. I'm very transparent about it. I'm not getting money, so they're not getting money either. The Patreon doesn't count because I have like 3 subscribers left on the Patreon, and that is just covering the network costs.
Damn.
I'm getting just enough to pay JustCast.
I didn't know there was a Patreon.
Yeah, I closed it, quote unquote, because I was putting out the only exclusive show that was on there was Couch Potatoes, and it was getting so good. I was just like, fuck it, let's make it an actual show and let's make this a real network. So the Patreon is still live if people want to like subscribe just to like give us a monthly donation. However, I have not posted in there in like 2 years.
We had like fucking.
So I say it's gone.
All right, cool. I want to tell you something after we leave, though. I don't want to say it on here so everybody can hear. Well, I can. Dude, in Cult of Dave, when we were on Patreon, we had like 36 Patreon people, dude.
Yeah, so we had nowhere close to that.
I mean, that's horrible, but I mean, it was pain.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
You've been listening to the Something Good Network. If you liked what you heard, you can follow us on Instagram and check out the other great shows on the network. Link is in the episode description.